Hello, it looks like we're live. So I've just been playing with this live thing and we are back. We are in Peru right now. We are about an hour and a half outside of Lima. The place where Brittany, Caspian, and I are reminds me of a combination between a minimum security Latin American prison and a junkyard. And that's not to say anything bad about the people here. It's just how it feels to be here. We're surrounded by all these walls and we can't leave. Like Dauntless cannot legally drive in Peru. It's impossible for him to do that because the document which allows him to drive has been suspended. Now it was suspended at our request because when we flew back to the United States, we had to suspend his document so that we could continue to drive him legally when we came back. But when we flew out, our passports were stamped, which meant our time, our clock, if you will, stopped. So Dauntless's clock stopped the day we suspended the document. So we flew back in and they stamped us back into Peru, which means that our clock is now ticking for how much time we have left to be here in Peru. But Dauntless, his clock hasn't started ticking because they haven't lifted the suspension. In order to lift the suspension on that document, which is called a temporary import permit, we had to go to the headquarters of Sunat, which is their customs office that deals with vehicles. And I put in that request on January 9th. It is January 23rd. They haven't even looked at it yet. So we are completely right now at the mercy of the Peruvian government, awaiting for them to give us permission to take Dauntless back out on their roads. Meanwhile, our clock is ticking, meaning we're losing days to be able to be in Peru. So that's the situation we're in. We've been in this place for 14 days. Now, Brittany and I can walk around. We can leave. We can go out to a restaurant or walk down the street, do groceries. But Dauntless, our Jeep, cannot leave this complex. I'm going to show you what this complex looks like so you can see what I'm talking about. The minimum security prison feel is just that we're in this really dusty area. There's all these vehicles around here. We're confined within these walls. There's like this gate that we have to go out of. So I'm going to take you on a walk around. This is the view that I'm looking at right now. And here is a place where a lot of international overlanders come to pause their document on their vehicle so they can visit home. This engine here belongs to a vehicle that's actually over there, that one right there, that has no engine in it because it's being rebuilt. Dauntless, our vehicle, is right here. We just finished installing some solar panels on it. We're letting some stuff dry on there, some sealant, if you will. This is the pit where the mechanics work. They don't have a lift, so you just drive your vehicle over the pit like this, and then they go underneath and they stand on these wooden blocks to work on it. That is Carlos. So this here is a German family, and they're a beautiful family. This is Klaus and Sonia. This is their rig. There's Sonia over there. A beautiful family from Germany who's overlanding as well. And all of these are overlanders here. These are the walls of what I call our minimum security junkyard prison. And it's really dusty here. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you how dusty it is. This is the vehicle that doesn't have an engine. And this belongs to Renata and Leo, who are from Brazil. And they're over here actually building out something for the interior of their vehicle with their friend Douglas. Now, Douglas is the owner of this huge rig right here. And they also are overlanders driving in this huge bus all over Latin America. And I think they're heading north towards Alaska. I think all of them are. So this is the space where we normally park. This is our electricity. I was hoping to show you the bathroom, but I think somebody's in there. There's only one bathroom. It's got a cold shower. This is our sink that we get to use. This is another Brazilian family right here, Eduardo and his wife, and they have a daughter named Maria, who's super sweet. And there's Eduardo working. And then this is another German family, or German couple, I should say, Julian and Katja. And they are driving in this little rig right here. They're coming from the south. Caspian is playing with Maria, the daughter of Eduardo. We're playing Legos on this little picnic blanket. And this is it. This is what we got. I mean, this is our wall. There's a little door over here that goes out to the main street. I don't know if you can see it. Uh, this little door right here that goes out to the main street. This is how we get in and out. But none of the vehicles in here can leave because all of our documents are suspended and we're all waiting on the government to come and lift that suspension. So for 14 days, we have been trapped inside these walls as far as our vehicle goes. Open the door here. It's a really short door. We're on the main busy street here in Peru. This is called the Carretera Central, the main street, Central Street. There's really nothing here. It's just dusty. So this is where we've been living in our Jeep in this dust bowl of a place. If you guys have any questions and you're watching this, feel free to chat. I can see the questions if they come in. But what I wanted to say is that I think a lot of times people think that overlanding is just like ancient temples and pyramids and scenic beaches and surfing and waterfalls and gorgeous hikes. And the reality is, this is overlanding right here. International overlanding is hard. It's hard on you. It's hard on your equipment. And it's awesome. Like, it really is genuinely awesome. Our last video that I just published on Sunday was about this 3,000-year-old temple that we got to go in and go underground. And it was incredible. The one before that was on one of the most dangerous roads in the world, Peru Highway 8B. The whole thing was lined with crosses, and it was just a white knuckle drive the entire time. The one before that, I think, had the fifth largest waterfall in the world. We get to see amazing things all the time. But this is the kind of stuff that never makes it to YouTube or Instagram, or, people don't like to talk about this or see this, the realities of this part of the work. This is my tool bag from Venture Tool Company. I'll show you a little bit inside. Here's our fridge. This is how it slides out. It just has like a little button there. You just pull it down and slide this out. This is our fridge. And right now, everything's a mess in here. Brittany's over there on the other side. We're live, Brittany, on YouTube. And look at your towel head. You were the one in the bathroom. Anyway, I'm probably going to get killed for that one. So that's it. This is our life, you guys. If you guys ever have any questions, we do our very, very best to answer every single question on YouTube. If you guys leave a comment, we'll answer it. If you have questions about international overlanding, long-term travel, overlanding with a family, what it's like to educate your children on the road, any of the struggles that we have to go through, anything. I mean, we wish we had this resource for us when we started full-time traveling 10 years ago, and it didn't really exist. And now we're here, and we're absolutely 100% willing to help anyone out who has questions about this lifestyle. So hit us up with comments. Even if you watch this later and you have a question, comment on this video. I'm going to take the time to respond to your questions and comments. We care. We care about this lifestyle because it's what we do. So anyhow, I just want to thank you all for being part of our journey. This is the hard part, but this is the reality of it. And so, for those of you who stick with us through thick and thin, I really, really appreciate it. And get to know us. Get to know Brittany, Caspian, and I. We thank you for being part of our journey. And I guess I'll end the stream. I'll talk to you soon.